Guys, so I'm here with another book haul for you today. It's very exciting. Got a pretty good stack. I have way too many of these, but the first one, anyway, moving on. The first one is Sunshine by Robin McKinley. I really like Robin McKinley's writing. I've read some of her other books and really enjoyed them. This is different from what she's usually written. I found this at a thrift store. It is about vampires, and I'm not usually a vampire girl, but since I've liked this author in the past, I decided to give it a try. The next few, my mom actually picked up for me in Seattle. She did a little book thrift looking for me and found some that I wanted that I didn't have. The first one is Need by Carrie Jones. I actually have no idea what this is about, but I know that when I read the synopsis many years ago, I wanted to read it. It might be about fairies or dreams or something mysterious or fantastical. I don't know. It should be interesting not knowing really much about it. The next one I'm super excited about. I've been wanting to read for quite a while. It is City of a Thousand Dolls by Miriam Forster. This is sort of a historical fantasy. It sounds like. It just sounds super good. Beautiful cover. It is just an arc of the book, but I don't even care. I'm just super excited to actually have this story in my possession so I can read it whenever, and it's in brand new condition. And the next one I'm super excited about as well. It's like a brand new condition hardback cover. It just came out last year, and it is Illusions of Fate by Kirsten White. My mom found this at a discarded library shelf for $1. Brand new hardback. Really excited. I like Kirsten White as an author as well. This cover, and it seems like a very cool fantasy, and it's pretty short, so won't take me too long to read when I get to it. The next one I had never heard of before until I took a look at it, and this one's pretty short too. It's just over 200 pages. It is called The Heroines by Eileen Favorite. It's a great name. This is actually I guess you could call it magical reality or something. It's about a mom and her daughter who own this little bed and breakfast in their hometown, and their guests end up being famous heroines from novels. So when I read that, I was very intrigued and really think it'll be an entertaining read, pretty light and fun, so I picked this up. Next one is another arc, and it's a sequel to a book that I have not yet read or owned, but I want to, and it is Of Dreams and Rust by Sarah Fine. This is the sequel to Of Metal and Wishes, which I believe is supposed to be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I really want to read the first book, so I figured since I could get this arc for free and it didn't seem like anybody else wanted it, I would pick this up, so I have the second one to read once I get the first one. This next one I kind of picked up on a whim at a Goodwill, I think it was, and it is Corsets and Clockwork. This is a collection of short stories that are steampunk themed by a bunch of YA authors, and I just thought it might be interesting because I haven't read that much steampunk yet, and I don't usually like short story anthologies, but since I haven't read that much steampunk themed things, I thought this would be an interesting read. Next I have Lux by Anna Gobertson. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Originally I was unsure about it. It is like a 4-book series, so it's pretty lengthy. So I just picked up the first one so far. It's in pretty good condition. I also got this at the Goodwill, I think. And it's historical fiction. It sounds pretty interesting, so if it's not too dramatic and annoying, I might continue on with this series if I like this one. The next one is another author by, basically. It sounded intriguing. It is called What the Dickens by Gregory Maguire. It seems kind of like a thriller, but with a thriller based around the Tooth Fairy legend. So I thought that was pretty different and intriguing. And it's doesn't have very many words on each page. They're pretty big. I think it's supposed to be like a middle grade novel. And the shape is really weird. It's like almost a square, but I like Edgar Maguire's writing, so I thought I would give it a try with one of his middle grade works. This is probably the one I'm most excited about in this book haul, because I've read all of this author's other stuff, and she's one of my favorite authors. It is Reawakened by Colleen Houck. This is the first book in her new Egyptian series that is coming out in the fall. This actually comes out in August, I guess, so in the summer of this year. And this cover is gorgeous. It's like shiny, but it still has that leathery matte feel to it. It is just so beautiful. And I freaked out when I saw this. She was the author of the Tiger's Curse series. That's one of my favorite series ever, and this is her Egyptian one. And from what I've read of her so far, she does really well with interesting characters and like cultural imagery. So her Tiger's Curse series based around the Indian culture, and you really felt immersed in that culture and like all the foods and the clothing and everything that culture involves. She's really good at painting that picture for you. So I'm interested to learn more about the Egyptian culture, hopefully in this one. And I think it's going to be a really good time. Super excited about this. And the last one I have for this book haul is another arc that comes out in September. And it is Dark Shimmer by Donna Jo Napoli. I've read some of her stuff before. She's done a bunch of fairy tale retellings. And this is a fairy tale retelling of Snow White. And I think it's actually a retelling of the evil queen from Snow White. So how she kind of became evil, which kind of reminds me of Fairest by Marissa Meyer. That kind of same idea, but it's obviously a different world. It's not like the Lunar Chronicles space thing. But so I'm really intrigued about this. It did have a little bit of a scratch in the cover when I picked it up, but it was free, so I wasn't going to complain. And it's not damaged to the pages at all. It's just indented in the cover. So there's that one. And I hadn't heard of this one before I saw it on the ARC shelf either. So it's good finding new things you hadn't heard of. So those are all the books I got this time, guys. I need a new bookshelf so because mine are overflowing already. And I don't know where I'm going to put these. Probably just add it to my column next to my bookshelf because way too many books, but I'm super happy and I got a lot of these for free, so can't complain, no complaints there. That is all for this book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you are excited about any of these books or have read any of them and what you thought. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in my next one.